everyone. Today I'll be reviewing this new movie dropped on Apple TV and it is called Finch and it is starring Tom Hanks and this movie is directed by Miguel Spacek, who is directed some of the best episode in Game of Thrones. Like his direction, I really liked those episodes he directed, and he also has his own Emmy. So when I heard he's directing this movie and also starring Tom Hanks in a post-apocalypse world, I was definitely very excited to see this movie. I really enjoyed this movie a lot, like more than I thought. Especially the first act for this movie is definitely very interesting, and especially the world it shows you, like the post-apocalypse world, all the environment felt really real, like felt like that is something the world will look after this disaster. Although this movie doesn't give you many clue or things about what happened there, but my biggest like the gripe with this movie is like this movie doesn't do much stuff. Like that is what my biggest gripe with. Although I really enjoyed Tom Hanks in this movie. Yes, this movie did remind me of a lot of Castaway, one of my favorite movie of Tom Hanks. I actually really loved that movie, Castaway. When I first saw that movie, I was like, oh, it's so good. I really loved when I saw that Wilson, that the ball name, and especially in that movie, one scene, his teeth scene. Ooh, that movie was intense. While in Finch, you do see some intense stuff here, especially the world it shows you that after this event happened, so many people are gone, of course, but many people also left alive too. But in this movie, you learn that Finch, the character Tom Hanks played, like he never really get along with the people that much. So in this movie, he also has this dog who he loved very much, I guess. For that dog, after he's gone in that movie, he create a robot to look after that dog. So first act for this movie is very interesting, very good. However, I felt like the halfway through this movie dragged a lot. I would say how this movie ended, it's good, but it's not as good as I was hoping. I really hoped this movie will show me more than what I saw on the trailer. While I really enjoyed Tom Hanks, all the scene he had with the dog, that dog was so cute, and so is this robot. He was so charming. And in this movie, you see like Tom Hanks, he's actually programmed this dog, like he cannot never harm mankind, and like he need to look after this dog. That is like the sole purpose of this robot, I guess he created. Long after he's gone, this robot will look after his dog. That is the idea of here. So I don't know what will happen after, like I get this robot look after this dog. I don't know. That said, yeah. So this movie, I really like Tom Hanks. Who doesn't like Tom Hanks? Of course, whenever Tom Hanks is being Tom Hanks in this movie, you love him. Love watching him. Again, the way he portrayed this character in this movie, it was really very felt real, like although sometimes he was very bitter person in this movie because of the after you live alone for so long, what did happen to you, you become a little bitter. I guess this movie showed you that. I think this movie is perfect place, like you can see it on Apple TV, on a streaming service. I don't know how this movie will ever do on the theater. People will get bored if they see this movie in theater. Especially this movie does slow down a lot at in the middle act. So I feel like personally this movie dropped on right platform, streaming service. People can take their time and check this out, especially people who like Tom Hanks. Again, who doesn't like Tom Hanks? Especially if you liked him in Castaway, you will feel like you have seen this movie before, I suppose. That is what I thought, honestly. That is what I was thinking when I was watching. Also, I felt like I have seen some of the scene before in other movies also. This movie isn't like, I wouldn't say it's like a very original idea here, because like you have seen it before in Castaway, and this movie's producer is from Castaway, so definitely very interesting that he chose this project with Tom Hanks. On the other hand, if this movie was starring someone else, I don't think the movie would have worked. So, it's great that they caught Tom Hanks in this movie. Same time, this movie reminds you Castaway a lot. So here is the other things. Anyway, that was my thought on this movie. Definitely, I had a good time watching it, but it's not It is exactly what I thought. Didn't have much more to offer to me. I guess that is my overall thought on this movie. Let me know in the comment what do you think about this movie, and if you enjoyed my review, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to leave your comment, and please take care.